It's easy, when you start a brand new show, they've spent thousands of pounds on it, and it's on Britain's premier UK television channel. You would have thought with months to make sure everything goes to plan, simply nothing could go wrong. Or could it? As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Nice to have your company today, as ever, and I hope you're all keeping well. Truly, as I always say, I mean that. Whatever you're doing today, make sure you be safe, you be happy, and more importantly, you enjoy the day, whatever the day brings towards you. I know we all wake up to certain things, don't we, like cost of living, new bills, increases, and you think, oh no. Find something in the day that you can start your day well with. For me, sometimes it can be a bit of Boney M. Do you remember them? There's nothing like Daddy Cool or Sonny or Rasputin and stuff like that. A bit of disco music from the 70s can put the worlds to rights, can't you? Even if you can't move that much, you can tap your fingers, do you know what I'm saying? Puts you in a better mood. Back as ever though to your breaking story of the day. This really all centres upon the brand new primetime political show over here in the United Kingdom. It's called Sundays with Laura, or Laura on Sundays. I can't really be bothered to work out which way around the title has been. It launched last week with a huge fanfare. She'd taken over from Andrew Marr, who'd been on the screens for a very long time, but he decided to disappear over to commercial land because he wanted his voice back. Laura, who's one of the highest paid people at the BBC, decided to stick it out, and now she's the front lady for this particular show. Now, I felt really sorry for her because seemingly with the BBC's desire to save money, they found an old children's TV set to place behind her. These strange drawings of the Houses of Parliament and Number 10 don't really get it at all. It makes it look childish, makes it look even more impoverished, I'm not quite sure what they were trying to achieve. It got worse though, because then they decided to book on a panel. That's right, they have a new panel, and the alleged comedian Joe Lycett, a man who hijacked the recent BBC Commonwealth Games by making another political statement about the welcoming of migrants here into the United Kingdom, which was heartily broadcast by the BBC. Guess what? They booked him again, and this time he hijacked it again. Now, Joe himself, I've not actually seen his act, I've seen clips of it, and he's very brave to bill himself as a comedian, I have to say that. But what's interesting is he has a new tour to plug, so consequently, he was never going to remain silent, was he? Dressed in that all-lemon ensemble, making sure that the world noticed him, he's the brand new David Walliams of comedy. Now, Laura didn't know how to deal with him. It was really difficult for her. I felt sorry, for someone of her political standing, she shouldn't really have had to put up with that. Whoever decided to book that person really is going to be in deep trouble. The ratings, what were they like? Not very good. Now, seemingly though, Laura has got a bigger problem. Now, the problem is Laura's got a huge problem. Let me explain. Serious ministers, politicians do not want to be seen with that particular backdrop, and let me explain. That backdrop really lends itself to people making memes and stuff and gifs on social media, mocking them. You have to really have just the one backdrop to make it look great for anybody in politics, and that is the Houses of Parliament, or indeed Number 10. So quite what they were thinking, it remains to be seen. But for Laura, trust me, within the next few weeks, they'll have a sudden, I would possibly think, around about October time, reinvention, and the whole set will revert back to how Andrew Marr and, of course, the wonderful David Frost had it all of those years ago. Comfy sofa, newspapers, coffee, and hopefully no more annoying alleged comedians. As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.